everyone, welcome to another Infinity Nikki styling video, and today I will be sharing the outfits I styled inspired by the Chromatic Beings Everbright outfit. So both Echoes of Wanxiang and Traces of Chroma, like both banners were used as inspirations, but I didn't use any of the banner pieces. So this is meant to be kind of an inspiration video. I will provide the codes of the outfits, but if you have some of the pieces, you can substitute them. If you have none of them, you can just, get some inspiration, because we will get these really themed updates from time to time, and you don't have to pull on the current banners to feel like you're part of the festivities, if that makes sense. So this is the first outfit. Let's get into it. So for this one, yeah, I heavily used the cat banner, but also last season. So yeah, I am using a lot of past banner pieces, but like I said, you don't need the exact pieces. So for this one, I started with the cat banner outerwear, Ancient Scrolls. So this is from Forever Bond, and I did dye it. And I think for the black dye, you do need the first evolution. Yeah, palette 13 and palette 9. So these are not free colors. I had these colors unlocked before. We do have a dyeing rebate event going on right now. And then for the dress, I kind of wanted to mimic the Wanxiang outfit. So that one has kind of a like halter neck, and I thought this was kind of close, Sound of Leaves. So this dress isn't long, but this is what I kind of liked about it. So this is a free dress. I think you get this by doing 3 of the risky photography quests in Spira. You get the sketches for this set from Monty, and then you can craft it, of course. And I dyed it in 3 colors. And for the hair, here I used Firefly Veil, which is the hair from Forest Ripple last season. I had no idea what hair I wanted to use because I didn't have anything that resembles the hair from the Wanxiang outfit. I did have the cat banner hair, but I don't know, I didn't want to use that. It just would feel like I'm just wearing the cat banner outfit, but you could do that. And here, yeah, I think palette 6. I really like this palette for hair. And Boundless Blue from Whispers of Waves from the permanent banner, and Burning Will Glimmer for the shoes. So this is from Radiant Crown Glimmer, the free anniversary set we received in version 2.0. I did dye it in 3 colors, a bit of light blue. There's a lot of blue going on here, like blue, green, teal. And for the hair accessory, Kiss of the Waves from Whispers of Waves, again from the permanent banner, dyed because I left it like this initially because it did match like a lot of the stuff here. But I was playing through the Wanxiang Realm story, and in that lighting this kind of looked off, so I just dyed it. And then for the headwear, Dawning Wisdom from Wind of Purity Dawn. So this is from the default purification outfit. I think Dawn might be the evolution or the glow up, one of those. It's not the base version, but it is free. And for the earrings, Beaded Drops from Swallow Whispers. This was a free set we received in music season, I believe. Yeah, we do receive a free set every season. So this was a 3-star, but it is dyeable, and I did dye a tiny bit of it. So, there was green. I just removed that. And for the choker, because the Banxiang outfit does come with a choker necklace situation. I think they're not separate, like the choker and necklace, they're the same piece. I'm not sure, but here from Water's Echo, the mid-patch 4-star from version 1.5 Bubble Season. Dyed in 3 colors, and then I did use this pendant just because, I don't know, this was way too short. I wanted to add something else here. It doesn't matter if you don't have it and don't use it, So yeah, from Forest Ripple. Here's what she looks like without. For the makeup, I'm using Splendid Night for the base makeup from Music Season. I really like this makeup. I reach for this a lot. And Dawn Blade for the eyebrows from the free anniversary set. Star Tears for the lashes from Sea of Stars, craftable. Shattered Starlight for the contacts from Sea of Stars. Rouge Touch for the lips from... oh, the cat banner. Yeah, Forever Bond from Danqing Season. And I'm using Passionate Banquet as the skin tone. So here in Twilight Reflections, in Nikki's base skin tone, and Moonlit Snow. I don't know, sometimes this dress kind of, it's supposed to be leaves, but it looks like blood vessels, veins. Yeah, so that kind of creeps me out a bit. But anyway, here's what she looks like in the overworld. I am on Danqing Island and not Wanxiang realm because I can't change the time of day now. I didn't do chapter 2 yet, so I'm not sure if that's a thing that becomes available later, but as for now, I can't. So, yeah, there's Miss Bai, hello. And let me change time of day here. Huh. This, the lighting here is different. Of course, in the Wanxiang realm, there's like so much light. So yeah, she looks much more illuminated, if that makes sense. It is pretty here too. Like, you know, this is Moonlight. Anyway, on to the next look here. So for this one, I was trying to mimic the Deer Centaur Nikki. So even though it does use the dress from last season, Forest Ripple, I kind of thought, you know, that banner, it's not a dress, by the way. That one is a top. But if I didn't know, I would think that's the dress, a shorter dress. So I thought, okay, I had something to work with here with this version of the dress. I think this is the, okay, this is the glow up. Good, not the evolution. So I did dye it in, these are not three colors, are they? This pink, yeah, I unlocked palette 7, but the blues are free. Okay, so yeah, that one is like yellow and purple and blue. Like there are a lot of colors there, but I kind of wanted the pink, and this looks so nice in the Wanxiang realm because there are characters who are wearing this color scheme. So she doesn't even look out of place, and of course she doesn't look out of place. That's why I styled these. And for the hair, faint shadow, I don't know, I felt like this hair was kind of similar to the Chromos Mortal Heart's hair, kind of. Another hair that's similar would be the 4-star hair that came with last season's banner. So, okay, let me sort by recent. The barred hair, where is it? Like this, just dyed in a different color, of course. But I don't know, I wanted to use this one. And for the socks here, A Thousand Winds Glowlit from Forest Ripple again, like the same version, the glow up version. I don't know, I don't have like the deer hooves, but I think this works. And for the shoes, the cat banner shoes, like I know I could recreate something similar. So yeah, this is from Forever Bond Spirit Trail, which is the glow up version of the cat banner shoes. And I think the Chroma banner has an accessory like this on one leg, not both, but this is the closest thing I could manage. And then for the hair accessory, Feathered Melody from Music Season, Echoed Dreams. Moment Revived for the headwear from Wishful Arosa Blooming, which is the first evolution, I think. Yeah, I did try the like final evolution headwear, which looked fine here, but in the Wanxiang realm, I don't know, the colors looked a bit off, even though I did dye it. So, you know, pink. I'm using lots of pink. For the earrings, I'm using these Weeping Wilderness. 3 stars. I'm using a lot of gold accessories and this matched. And for the bracelets, Vines of Vows from Purifying Winds, the default archery outfit Nikki starts her Eidsaland adventure with. I did dye it because you see the original colors. I mean, chroma, you know, so many colors, so that would work, but I wanted more neutrality around here. And for the choker, Joyful Rendezvous from Forever Bond, the cat banner again, made it less colorful for the chroma outfit. And arm decoration, Embracing Vines Blue Mist from Blooming Dreams Blue Mist, which is the glow up version of Blooming Dreams because there was light blue in the actual outfit as well. And then for the makeup, I'm using Within Deep Dreams for the base makeup from Forest Ripple, last season's makeup. The bugs on her face, they still kind of creep me out a bit, but hey, zoomed out. You can't tell those are bugs. They're butterflies. For the eyebrows, Scarlet Vision from the cat banner, which are kind of hidden with the hair, so if you don't have that, it's fine. Like you could use your own combination of makeup and maybe that'll look even better. And for the eyelashes, I'm using Golden Thread from the anniversary set, Shattered Starlight for the contacts again, and Rouge Touch for the lips again from the cat banner. And here I'm using Twilight Reflections for the skin tone. So here in Passionate Banquet, in Nikki's base skin tone, and Moonlit Snow. Now, I am using this Flitterfin head Eureka because, I don't know, she had something behind her head on the actual Chroma outfit, so I wanted to kind of mimic that, but I think she looks fine without, and in cutscenes, I think the Eureka does disappear, or you could, like, try some other Eureka. Here she is in nighttime, running around. Hello to Miss Bai again. And yeah, let me change time of day here. I did style these two in the Wanxiang realm, so they're like very suited for the lighting there. And yeah, on to the next one, which I did not style in the Wanxiang realm. Here. So this one obviously took inspiration from the final evolution of the Chroma outfit. So let me show you this one. Come on, Nikki. Yeah, so this version, which also has an alternate detail, so you see this around here and the colors. So yeah, I constantly checked this page and then, went to working on that. Here's the budget version. I mean, in case you have these pieces, if not, you could still probably like try something like this because this one heavily uses the Eureka. So here I did use the dragon banner horns. That's what this is based around. So the dress is the 4-star that comes with the dragon banner. So this is Lotus Heart Longing. So I think Longing is the evolution. Now, yeah, here's the original. I think this would also work. I dyed so little of it. It doesn't make too much of a difference. And for this, I did need this palette 13. I think that is the only one I used. I did have it unlocked, so I used it. And for the hair, again, here I didn't know what to use, so I just went for the Nameless Selfless Ember hair. So this is from the glow up version of Nameless Selfless. Yeah, if you have a hair that fits better, of course, use that. And for the socks, Silver Night Glow from Silvergale's Aria here. Lying in wait for the shoes from Nameless Selfless died because, I don't know, because she's supposed to have hooves, right? So, she makes sounds. These are metallic shoes. So I thought, close enough. And for the accessories, Water's Almond Spring Stream from Clouded Long Spring Stream. So this is from the glow up version of the Dragon Banner horns. Original dyed 3 colors. So the special effect here is not dyeable, but it is green, so it matched. And for the headwear, Distant Call from Feathery Song. So this is the second outfit you can get from Ian the Cadenceborn by exchanging dues in Idzeland. And I did dye it, so original. I mean, it's so little it doesn't matter, but these are free colors. And then for the earrings, Faraway Goodbye from Lotus Heart, the base version of this outfit. Wait, did I share the version without dyeing it? I don't think it matters much. Like, I just dyed the jade part this color because this shade of blue matched better. If for some reason I shared the one without dyes, yeah, here's what I used. And yeah, for the neckwear, Gliding Swallow from Swallow Whispers. Yeah, the free set again. So original, I dyed it, 3 colors, and Things Entrusted Ember for the choker. So this is also from Nameless Selfless Ember, and I did use palette 13. This is the glow up version of the Nameless Selfless choker, and Firefly's Light Glimmer for the gloves from the free anniversary set, but the glow up version. And I don't think this matters. I just added it. I don't know. I wanted to. So here's what she would look like without. So this is from the Starlit shop currently. It is dyeable, but I didn't dye it. I liked this shade of blue. It kind of like matched the stones here. And for the pendant, Leaping Lights. Oh, I added that from Blossoming Future, which was a free set in music season. Like, you see such a tiny bit of it. I'm kind of tempted to add these whenever you can see them. And for the back piece, Unfading Shadow from Nameless Selfless, I thought, a deer, she has the antlers, and why not these as well? I did dye it a tiny bit here. So yeah, these don't dye very well until more than the first evolution, definitely, because that's what I have, and none of these versions dye too well. I just dyed this part though on the base version in this free color. And then for the ring, I use Winter Collection from Crystal Poems, the Permanent Banner Purification outfits. I did use Eureka, which are like very crucial to this look. So Distant Land Head, I don't have them leveled up because it is kind of a gamble, right? When you level them up to level 10, they could become a different color. So I just used the level 0 version. I don't know if they become like more extravagant if I level them up. And Distant Land Feet. Now these like make the look because I'm trying to mimic the final evolution that has something like this, like painting effect. And here for the makeup, I'm using Heart Ablaze for the base makeup from the free anniversary set. Shadowless watermarks for the eyebrows from, okay, this is from Rainfall and Blossoms. If you don't have it, use any eyebrows that you think make sense. I don't know, for this look, I felt like these worked best for me. Star Tears for the lashes from Sea of Stars. Momentary bubbles for the contacts from the mermaid banner. If you don't have that, I think, yeah, the Sea of Stars does work, but I think, yeah, these work better. Yeah, veiled in white from the permanent banner. But yeah, I used the mermaid lenses since I had them, and Sunlit Chant for the lips from Rainfall and Blossoms again. And of course, if you don't have that, you can switch it out. This is the final evolution, and I don't remember what color the final evolution lipstick was. I just used this one because, I don't know, it was kind of plumping, reminded me of the base version. I forgot to check the final version of the makeup, but yeah, use whatever lipstick you feel suits her the most. And then for the skin tone, I'm using Twilight Reflections. So here, Passionate Banquet, Nikki's base skin tone, and Moonlit Snow. And here's what she looks like. Oh. And let me change time of day. Here. God, the moonlight here is so pretty on Danqing Island. And yeah, when she runs, you can't really see the feet Eureka. They like disappear, but standing still, you can see them again. And on to the next look. Here. So this one was trying to mimic the Wanxiang outfit again, more closely than the last version. So I thought the dragon hair and even the dragon outerwear looked very similar to the Wanxiang outfit hair and outerwear. This part in the Wanxiang outfit is not an outerwear. It's actually a back piece. You know, whatever works. So here I did start with the dragon banner hair, clouded long, dyed in this color. I don't think this is free. Let me check. Oh, it is. Okay, yeah. For this outfit, by the way, I think, yeah, this hair also works, like no dyes. The black hair works really well. The Wanxiang outfit has two-toned hair, like the two sides of her hair are dyed differently, and you can't control the way they dye. So let's say I click this, and I would have no control over what half of her hair looks like. It's the color the game assigns, not me. The dye channels aren't like that in this version anyway, so yeah, she gets all one single toned hair, which is fine by me. And then for the dress, okay, for the showcase, let me just remove the handheld first because this is trying to mimic the ability handheld she summons for the ability. Yeah, I think, come on, she looks nice, right? And here for the dress, the halter, the shape of the neckline. So I used Radiant Crown Glimmer, the anniversary dress, the glow up version, and then for the outerwear, Clouds in Motion from Clouded Long, the dragon banner dyed in these colors. These are not free. I obviously used the red. I think that is the only one I used, palette 6. And the shoes, you can't see them, so I just used the shoes that came with this dress from Radiant Crown Glimmer. And accessories, lifelong mark for the hair accessory here from Lifetime Inuan. This was the free set we received in Danqing season. And for the headwear, I think this was a free Starlit Shop item we had in Danqing season. So okay, this is not dyeable. This one, Frosted Butterfly, it's a 5-star. No longer available, but it was in the past. And if you don't have that, the hair carries the look, I think. And for the earrings, Drifting Boat. So this one is from Lotus Heart Longing. Again, the 4-star from this banner. I dyed it because I don't know, the original colors, they looked fine here, but in the overworld, like this part looked too green to me. You may prefer the original, but this is a free color. And then for the neckwear, Forbidden Heartbeat from Mysterious Adventurer, just because I wanted something around here. Like, yeah, obviously the Wanxiang outfit doesn't have this part, like this long of a necklace, but without it, I mean, it works. I just wanted this part. So this is a craftable set, Mysterious Adventurer. You can find the sketches around Spira. I do have a video on where you can find this. And for the bracelet, Woven Memories. So this is something you receive from... Is it spoilers at this point? Miss Bai. I like using it when I can. Got this at the end of the Danqing Island quest line. And for the choker, Rainline Spindle from Rainfall and Blossoms from Golden Season. If you don't have that, I think, yeah, this is just fine. Like, or you could use other chokers that you have that fit better. And yeah, for the base makeup, I'm using Rosy Shadows from the Permanent banner, Arcan Clouds from the Dragon banner, Clouded Long, Golden Thread for the eyelashes from the Free Anniversary set, Obsidian Glow for the contacts from Timmy's, and Bittersweet Thoughts for the lips from the Permanent banner. I feel like you can take a lot of liberties with the makeup for any of the outfits that are not inspired by the base version, because those versions don't come with their own makeup. They may or may not work with the banner makeup. So I think this makeup does work with this version. So yeah, this was inspired by Evolution Stage 2 of the Wanxiang outfit. And I'm not using any Eureka. Okay, I thought I did give her some Eureka, but I guess not. Oh, yeah. Current styling hasn't been saved because I did add this from Lifetime Inuan. This handheld fan, I dyed it a tiny bit here, free colors, and here is what she looks like. And okay, I did not show you different skin tone previews, did I? Okay. Let me do that first. I'll let her hold that. So this is Nikki's base skin tone. Moonlit Snow, Twilight Reflections, and Passionate Banquet. And yeah, here's what she looks like during the nighttime on Danqing Island. And, you know, when she does something else, she will get rid of the handheld if she can't be holding that. Okay, come on. Yeah, and let me change time of day. Here, daytime, running. Yeah, and on to the final look. I was originally supposed to share 4, but the final look, okay, let's get to that. So yeah, I originally started dyeing this outfit as soon as the trailer for this season dropped and they showcased the deer banner. Yeah, this is actually the first outfit, but then I styled the final evolution version of this using this exact same dress, and I thought, you know, it is too similar, so maybe I should not be sharing it. And I already made the version using Forest Ripple, you know, the yellow version. So yeah, I don't need to share this one, but I dyed it, you know, so like kind of felt pointless not to share. So yeah, I quickly styled this entire outfit and around this dress. So here I used Lotus Heart Homecoming, which is the glow up version of the 4-star that came with the dragon banner, dyed in these colors. Yeah, here the dyes matter a lot more. So palette 5 and palette 4, I think. Yeah, these are free. Okay, for the hair, this one, Nameless Selfless. You see, it is very similar. For the socks, Gentle Rain from Nameless Selfless, I did dye it a tiny bit. And then for the shoes, Burning Will from the Free Anniversary set. And Water's Almond for the hair accessory, this time from the original Clouded Long set, not the glow up, because blue glow. And I used a lot of blue accents here. And Become Light for the headwear from Radiant Crown, the Free Anniversary set, because this itself comes with the halo. And Frost Tears for the earrings, just to give her more volume around here, because the hair that comes with the Chroma set has a lot of volume, but this one didn't. Is volume the right word? Like, a lot going on around here. This one is more straight, if that makes sense. And then for the neckwear, okay, this one. So ruby tier. This adds like a tiny bit around here, and maybe it doesn't matter too much. So this was a deep echo piece from Loud Daydreams. I'm not sure, I'll have to look that up. And for the bracelet, I'm using Binds of Vows Dark Knight from Purifying Wind Dark Knight, the glow up version of the default archery outfit. Now I could dye like some parts around here that are a bit too dark, but I thought it was fine. Like on this hand you can see like such a tiny part, and yeah, I think that was excusable. And then for the choker, Restless Night from Nameless Selfless Azure Sky, which is the first evolution of Nameless Selfless. So if you don't have that, if you have the base version, you could use that. No choker here works too. You could use different combinations of necklace and chokers. Like, of course, she doesn't have this in the actual outfit. I just thought this fit better with the styling I did here. And for the chest accessory, Seeking Gaze from Radiant Crown. I don't know. I like adding that when it makes sense. And for the makeup, I'm using Cloudy Waters for the base makeup from Clouded Long, the Dragon Banner. Arcan Clouds for the eyebrows, also from the Dragon Banner. Skyward Clouds for the lashes, also from the Dragon Banner. Momentary Bubbles from the Mermaid Banner in version 1.5. And Sunlit Chant for the lips from Rainfall and Blossoms from Golden Season. And I'm using Twilight Reflections for the skin tones. So here, Passionate Banquet, Nikki's base skin tone, and Moonlit Snow. Here I am using the Inky Shadow Eureka because I did have the iridescent version and I thought the colors complemented her nicely. Like, it didn't exactly match the color of the dress, but kind of. I think it worked. And a Flitterfin beat, I don't know, because of the color. And yeah, here's what she looks like in the overworld. I did change Momo back to the dragon cloak. And yeah, of course, when she runs, the feet Hirika goes away, but when she doesn't, I think because of the glowy effects here, it does remind me of the Chroma outfit. And let me change time of day here. Oh my god, do you see the glow? I really like her. I can't believe I wanted to like not share this version. Anyway, so those were all the outfits. So in case you pulled on the dragon banner or cat banner or both, here are some ideas that you could try. And in case you didn't, yeah, the Swallow Whispers dress here. I think that one has a similar-ish silhouette. You could try playing around with that. I just didn't have any dice for it unlocked, so I went with Lotus Heart. In case you pull for the Wanxiang banner, the 4-star that comes with that one is kind of similar in silhouette, I think. Or just play around with other dresses you might have, or tops and bottoms. Like, unless you want to and you can, you don't have to pull on every single banner. You could still enjoy the season and be very much on theme. So yeah, I will leave the codes down in the comments. If you don't see the code, it will be up shortly. So if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more Infinity Nikki pulls, die showcases, gameplay, and stylings, do consider subscribing, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!